So the field coming onto the grid then. Nelson Piquet with Frank Pereira on the front row, the Dams driver who had most of the session on pole position. Lewis Hamilton lines up third for the third time in as many race weekends. Hiroki Yoshimoto alongside him. They had a little tangle in the final chicane during qualifying. No damage done, it would seem. Jose Maria Lopez fifth, Alexandre Premat in sixth place. And fans of entertaining overtaking will be pleased to know that Adam Carroll is in 7th place and looking to move up ahead of Nicolas Lapierre. Ernesto Vizo shouldn't start 9th, Timo Glock 10th. There is Vizo and the rest of them at the back still, so he should not be moving any further up. That wasn't Vizo, in fact, that was one of the racing engineering boys. Yeah, that was Javier Villa, Racing Engineering's car. So, cars on the grid then. And we'll wait for the long shot to see exactly who is where and whether there are several gaps, as indeed there should be. No, Vizo is back there, about 5 back on your right-hand side as you see it. So clearly that rule doesn't seem to have filtered all the way up.
Could have been Gomedi actually, Martin. I think that was stalled. It's difficult to say. They were only about 3 rows apart, so it could well have been his teammate that was the staller we saw.
Either way, they're all on the grid where they shouldn't be. So 5 red lights come on. When they go off, away we'll go for the feature race. And watch Nelson Piquet shocking start from both front row men. Piquet and Pereira lose it, and it'll be Lewis Hamilton versus Hiroki Yoshimoto. The Japanese with the inside line. With this multi-line first corner, you can cut back, and that's Hamilton's approach. He's trying to cut back inside the Japanese. He can't. Third place looks like a supernova car to me, and that will be Jose Maria Lopez. And the front row starters absolutely dead in the water. Lopez is third place. And is that an Arden car? 5th, that might be a 4th, that might be Lapierre. No, it looks like he's a little further back. Lots of action in the middle. 13 pulling off, or is that 16? Is that Filippi? It looked like it might have been Filippi. So, there's Piquet. Piquet trying to make up a place inside one of the Arden drivers, and he's wheel to wheel. Well, before the race, Gareth and I were pondering the fact that after Imola showing how the cars can be raced in low grip, slow corners, this might be very entertaining. And there he is, right behind the second of the Arden cars, Nicolas Lapierre.
So we've got Hamilton, Lopez, Yoshimoto as the top 3, isn't it?
Our race leader, Lewis Hamilton. Just looking again at the timing screens, even in the first sector of this lap, of the last lap, 33.3 for Hamilton compared to 33.8 for Yoshimoto. Half a second in the third one, not even a full, third of a lap, but in that segment alone. I mean, it's just criminally fast, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's done 3 straight laps in the 42s now, albeit the high 42s, but he's still a second and a half faster than Yoshimoto each lap, which is a massive, massive difference. It was a late decision.
Yep.
Nürburgring is not very abrasive compared to some circuits. I don't know why so many are pitted so soon. It doesn't quite make sense to me.
Well, again, they all were in that huge midfield bunch, and clearly the light bulb came on about 17 helmets at the same time. But you're right, I mean, and it's not the hardest track to overtake at either, but it used to be particularly difficult or easy to defend at, I would have said, before they introduced this new first sequence, the Mercedes Arena. But that really does produce overtaking.
Yes, exactly. Good stop from Hamilton. I think he decided to come in late because he saw the back marker suddenly approaching, and the team probably called him in
well, when
late notice.
When he's flying along on his own, like a metronome, the team can then look at where the traffic is, time how slow they're going, say, okay, we've got another 3 or 4 laps before we get into a potential problem. Okay, I'm at an absolute loss to explain what that could possibly be. I can't imagine a reason why they would be calling him in the team. Alexandre Premat, you can see his teammate in 2nd place, but really feeling the pressure. He's coming in anyway. Spots of water on the camera lens.
Drive-through penalty. Second one in succession, because he had the same thing in Imola, didn't he?
Well, he hasn't been waved by a safety car. Premat, his teammate, in 2nd. Lopez. So it wasn't Lopez behind Premat. Lopez is 10.5 behind. So at the worst, he should come back out in 2nd place. Premat, who's Premat got right behind him?
He's going to take the lead, whatever.
No. Fauzi, I'm not sure. Across the line they come. Premat leads and is instantly passed by Timo Glock.
Glock.
Or unlapped Timo Glock.
Yeah.
After a year in champ cars, getting himself back on the lead lap, it's always important, isn't it? Now then, Hamilton, last lap, 1:43.9, 43.4, and Prema 1:43.9. So Prema's pulled 1.2 seconds faster lap in the last 2 laps than when he was behind Hamilton.
Yeah, funny
but it's still not enough.
Well, again, that's not good enough. I mean, really, the team have got to sit him down and say, look, what are you doing? Until you got the incentive because your teammate was giving you grief, you were cruising around in 44. Suddenly, you're in the 43s. Where did that come from? Hamilton doesn't need that incentive. Bang, he was just banging in 42s, 43s every lap.
Absolutely right.
That's not good enough. That really isn't good enough.
and honestly, to turn over his teammate, if he does, as seems likely, after a drive-through, I mean, Prema really, frankly, needs to be thinking about finding another sport at that stage, because Hamilton is just going to make him look sillier and sillier.
It's a wake-up call.
And has he already had a go? Yes, he has. That was a replay of Hamilton already having a go, and Prema presumably getting back by him. Yeah. There's Hamilton coming by, and Prema will have fought back on the exit. Last lap then for Lewis Hamilton. He's already across the line, 15.6 seconds to the good of Alexandre Prema, having had to come from a drive-through penalty from behind. Prema having had to give up the lead, serve a drive-through penalty for what we know not. He still has utterly demolished his teammate, and with it, rest of the field, Lopez, 0.3 ahead of Carroll across the line. Suggests to me there might actually been a bit of overlap there, but we probably won't know until the end of the race when we see what the result is on the timing screen. Amon is in the points. Lapierre is a little bit further up the order than he was before. Now he will, no, he hasn't, he's still 5th behind Carroll and Lopez, and Hamilton is coming out of the final corner to win. At the Nürburgring, the feature race goes, well, capitulates utterly to Adrian Hamilton. Utter crushing of all opposition. Prema 2nd, something's happened behind Lopez. Lopez 3rd across the line.
It's Carroll done.
And Lapierre. Carroll and Lapierre were, well, you're right, that was the lap behind.
Yeah.
There is Prema across the line. Okay, let's wait and see. That is Carroll 3rd, Lopez 4th, and Lapierre couldn't even get by on the last lap.
And we missed it.
Cars on the grid, ready for the start of the sprint race at the Nürburgring, and already there are gaps opening up. We have no Ernesto Viso on row 2 of the grid. You can see the hole there. We have no Alexandre Prema on 7th position on the grid, because they are in the pit road. There is Prema's number 1 car, the sister car to Lewis Hamilton, who won yesterday's race. Red lights are on. Away they go. Yoshimoto hooks up well. Sandy Negrão, but a great start from Nicolas Lapierre, and that is Javier Villa from Racing Engineering. And it looks like we've got the second iSport car going. It's on the grid there and racing down into the first couple of corners. But it is...
great start from Yoshimoto. Got it really well hooked up, didn't he?
Andreas Suber with Olivier Plau, was that, I think? And the other DPR cars got him this time. He survived one, but he got hit by the other one. Wow, that was a very quick change of picture by the director. A lot of bunching at the back. Both the FMS cars got away. Is that Nicolas Lapierre in 2nd place? It looks like it might have been.
Yeah, Lapierre 2nd and Carroll 3rd, I think, isn't it? With Lopez 4th.
Oh, and that looked like a move on Sandy Negrão. Or no, maybe even Sandy Negrão from Hamilton. Hamilton's got past him into 5th. He's got past Sandy Negrão.
Yeah, well, that's the move we saw PK put on yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
wonderful
absolutely
move.
Stunning.
Here comes Hamilton. Nice and straightforward.
And you run out wide, take the line.
Yeah.
Absolutely copybook stuff. And the inside line, look at Hamilton's move.
Yeah, Lopez didn't even move to defend that, really, did he? I think resigned to losing that one.
Yep, knew it was coming, and rather than end his race in the gravel, decided to let it go, I think. And that was definitely the sensible choice. He knew he was on a bit of a sticky wicket trying to fight off Hamilton. Again, Hamilton's car is just really, normally under acceleration, the guy in front stretches away because he's on the gas first. Not a bit of it. Here we go, this is it. Hamilton is so close now that if he doesn't move, he's going to run into the back of Adam Carroll. Adam's taking the inside line and a monster lock-up. Lewis gets on the brakes calmly, takes the inside line. There you go.
Yep.
When you're on the inside line there, the road drops away quite dramatically, and so Adams' inside tyre there locking up hugely. He can't slow down, runs out of road, and for Lewis Hamilton, forcing him onto the inside line to defend, or allowing him to be on the inside line to defend, but just sitting beside him means that the driver on the inside almost inevitably runs out of road. Nicolas Lapierre hanging on to second place, but still on the last lap. 1:42.6 was Hamilton's pace. This lap across the line, 1:43.1, same as the leaders, I think. 1:43.2, 1:43.5.
Oh, he's done him.
1:43.0. Well,
Lapierre didn't even make a move to defend that.
He managed to carry the pace and not get slowed down by Lapierre. Lapierre's having a look on the way back, but
I think, we've been saying about how good the car is. Clearly that's the case, and has been for a year now with this team. But Lewis Hamilton and Prema are in the same car, effectively. Their teammates have got the same car, same equipment, and look what a far better job Hamilton's done than Prema. Prema, I know he started from the pit lane, but he's made no progress. He's down in 18th place. He's dropped off now his lap times to the mid-44s. Hamilton has just been fantastic the whole weekend, and a different class, not just to his teammate, but to everybody else.
Yeah, no question. And in yesterday's race, for those of you that didn't see it live on Eurosport 2, Hamilton was leading comfortably from Prema, looking for an ART 1-2, then got a drive-through penalty because he released the pit lane speed limiter a fraction early, going away from his pit stop, and got pinged for speeding. Came in, served his drive-through penalty, came out some 6 or 7 seconds behind Prema with 15 laps to go, and that really should have been the end of the race. There's no way Prema should have let him through.
No, he's close. Got
Hamilton just passed him, just like this.
There we go.
Pulled up, caught him,
done.
passed him, and just demolished his teammate like everyone else. Yoshimoto, that is the most sterling defence of a Lewis Hamilton move at the first corner that anybody's been able to put in so far. He's good under braking, the Japanese guy. Leader on his last lap then, and in the last couple of corners, Lewis Hamilton will go on to score not only his first but his second GP2 race here at the Nürburgring. A fantastic race weekend from the English driver. A really impressive showing from the 20-year-old as he dominates proceedings here. Second place for Nicolas Lapierre, third for Jose Maria Lopez. And pole sitter Hiroki Yoshimoto gets fourth ahead of Adam Carroll, the Ulsterman, in the points again. Michel Ammermuller, the final point, in sixth position.